Hello, everybody. Welcome. The card that you have been drawn today to is the Mother. The keywords associated with the Mother card from the Dreams of Gaia is unconditional love, intimacy, nurturing, compassion, abundance, growth, fruitfulness, acceptance, fear, control, outcomes. The key phrases: love without conditions, encourage gifts and talent, emotional intimacy and affection, be supportive, embrace abundance, let go of expectations, we are all different, nurture ideas and goals, voice thoughts and feelings, forgive past failures, release control of others, emotional manipulation. The meaning of this card: her womb is the void in which new life forms, safe, nurtured, and protected by her body. She is the earthly universe in which a cosmic soul takes on physical form. There is no more sacred or intimate bond than that of mother and child. She is the mother, nurturer, protector, and creator. She is the very essence of non-sexual intimacy, patience, compassion, unconditional love, and forgiveness, willing to place the needs of her child before her own. Nor is that love reserved only for a child born of her womb. For the highest ideal of the mother is a woman who extends her unconditional love to all who dwell in the world around her, without question of whether or not that love is deserved. The mother gives without hesitation or reservation. She is both a teacher and a guide, encouraging her children to reveal and nurture their talents. In this way, she gifts them with healthy levels of self-belief, self-esteem, and confidence. The mother is also symbolic of a fertile and abundant mind, a mind where ideas take root. The mother is willing to nurture those ideas and provide what is necessary in order for them to grow and blossom. The past influences of receiving or being drawn to this card. The mother, when she appears in the past position, will take you back to childhood. In the past position, her message will be influenced by the relationship that you had with your own parents and how it has shaped your perception of self and the world around you. While the mother is often depicted as a very gender-specific archetype, both mother and father play a defining role in how strong this aspect of self is within the individual. An intimate, close relationship with one's mother and father often gives rise to an ease and familiarity with intimacy as an adult. Just as important is the relationship between the mother and father within the family dynamic. Were they caring and affectionate with each other? Were they supportive of each other? Did they nurture and protect each other? How did they treat each other when they were angry or upset? Did they communicate? Or did they withdraw love and affection until one gave in to the other's demands? If you look closely at their relationship, you will often find a parallel between their relationship and your own, and the expectations that you have of those relationships. Loving, supportive, and nurturing parents will raise a child who is comfortable with displays of affection and who finds it easy to show care for others. A gentle smile, a kind word, and physical affection are offered without thought or awkwardness. The child of a good relationship finds it much easier to share thoughts and feelings and to give those feelings expression. Conversely, a child raised by parents who are distant and neglectful or absent may have difficulty with displays of intimacy or affection. They may find them very uncomfortable, and the idea of revealing their innermost thoughts and feelings is something they simply cannot face because it makes them vulnerable to further rejection. How do you see your parents? This is not a question about whether or not they were good or bad parents, nor is it about assigning blame. It is a hard question because it requires both honesty and acceptance of a past you cannot change. Your relationship with your parents has played a defining role in shaping you. The presence or absence of a supportive, nurturing, and unconditionally loving figure in your life as a child, and even as an adult, can have great influence on how you respond and react in a situation when support, nurturing, intimacy, or loving is required. How easy is it for you to show others that you care? Is this an area of weakness that needs to be addressed? Too often we equate intimacy with sexual relationships, but intimacy is so much more than a physical union. To be intimate is to share love, thoughts, affection, and support. It is about giving time and attention to those that you love. The ability to love others without condition comes so naturally to some, while for others it is almost impossible. It may even be so impossible that all love offered to them and by them will be conditional. These feelings generally take root in childhood. This child has been shown that love is only given if certain conditions are met, and that if those conditions are not met, then love will be withdrawn. In other cases, a child may have had a very loving and affectionate mother, but a father who lacked a strong mother aspect. If the father has not shown affection and encouragement, or actively rebuffed and rejected displays of care, then the child may grow to find such displays a source of discomfort and confusion. As adults, they are challenged by the necessity to offer intimacy within a relationship, and this can lead to confrontation and conflict. It is not that they do not care, but that they have never learned how to be intimate with others. Somewhat paradoxically, this same scenario, or one in which the mother was neglectful or absent, can give rise to a child who craves that unconditional love and intimate connection and will look for it in every relationship they form, only to feel rejected and abandoned when it does not manifest. The mother is unconditionally loving. This means being understanding and accepting that people have been raised in different ways and therefore see life through different eyes. Their experiences will make them respond and react in different ways. Be willing to see those differences and accept them. Be the change you wish to see in others. Do not demand or expect that others change to punish them for not meeting your expectations. Instead, exemplify the attributes and behaviors that you admire most and inspire others to do the same. When the mother appears in the past position, ask yourself, do you follow a pattern of withholding love if others fail to meet your expectations? Do you find it very easy to give and display affection but find your feelings are hurt when others withdraw from you? How strong is your own mother aspect? Did care, support, and the nurturing of talents, ideas, and goals feature in your family environment? Did your parents offer encouragement and foster a desire to dream and create? Did they take the time to learn what interested you and develop those interests? Or were your ideas and talents ignored? Do you now ignore your own natural talents? Do you refuse to see the worth or value of implementing and nurturing a good idea? The mother in a past position represents an opportunity to look back at your relationships within your childhood home and determine how they affect your thoughts, feelings, behavior, and consequently your choices. Do they influence you in a positive and beneficial way? Or do they give rise to weightier, heavier feelings and thoughts? It is your choice as an adult to decide how you allow these relationships to impact your life and behavior. You have within you the potential to be more, to grow in any direction that you choose. Embrace that potential. If this card is affecting you from a present standpoint, the mother, when she appears in the present position, symbolizes potential and abundance. Now is the time to allow ideas to germinate, take root, and grow. Cultivate them, nurture them, and be excited and passionate as you take your ideas from conception to manifestation. Love them and yourself enough to act and follow through, and do it without expectation or condition. Do it without trying to control the outcome. When you do something just because you love what you are doing, there are no failures or disappointments. Instead, there are opportunities to learn and grow. If this card you were drawn to because you were seeking out a future answer, the mother sits in waiting, and within her womb new life grows. She is full of love, excitement, and anticipation. The mother, like the majority of mothers, does not care about the color of her child's hair or eyes, or whether she will bear a boy or girl. The only thing of true importance is that her child is healthy. However, despite all the care taken, all the love felt and shown, and despite all her best efforts, the mother remains unsure of the outcome. It is an unvoiced and often unacknowledged fear that will not be banished until her baby is born. In the same way, you may invest love and care in a concept or idea, but you will not know the outcome, whether you're going to succeed or fail, until it comes about. It is natural for there to be an element of fear when you invest heart and soul into achieving a goal or completing a project, but do not allow that fear to overshadow all else. Fear is a weed that grows unchecked in many gardens, but remember, the future is influenced by your past and present state of mind. And the more you allow your fears to grow, the more they will influence the outcome. Voice them and you will be able to see if your fears have substance. When the mother appears in the future position, she symbolizes a need to let go of your fears and to accept the outcome that manifests. If you have done everything you can in order to create a positive outcome, then it is now time to trust that the outcome will be the one you need, for good or ill. Understand that sometimes the result you desire most is not meant to be, and the one that manifests does so through no fault of your own. The mother symbolizes a need for you to love yourself unconditionally by both accepting and forgiving failure, and using it as an opportunity to learn and to become stronger and more compassionate. A potential blockage that you may want to look at when this card appears or you're drawn to it is the mother can signal the presence of an aspect of self, our own self or that of another, that is devouring and cruel and uses psychological or emotional manipulation to instill guilt in her child for not meeting her expectations. When her disappointment is used as a weapon and a means to control and bind her children to her, the natural process of individualization may be kept from occurring. This card, if it's feeling as though it's a blockage, it asks you to ask if you've fallen into a pattern of using emotional manipulation to control others. Is your hurt or disappointment genuine? Or do you act in a deliberate manner to instill guilt and remorse in order to manipulate people into meeting your expectations of them? Another aspect of a blockage is evidenced by those who are willing to give their all and everything to others. These people seem consumed by a need to be needed and feel that it is their place and purpose in life to fix every wrong and make everyone happy. They get involved because if they do not, the situation will not be resolved, and leaving a situation unresolved is something they cannot tolerate. These people may be perpetually cooking, cleaning, and mothering others instead of allowing those they mother to learn to be responsible for themselves. Have you involved yourself in a situation that is really none of your concern because you want people around you to be happy? Do you have a tendency to offer unasked for advice? Do you often act as peacemaker or intermediary without being asked? Do you live your life constantly doing for others what they are capable of doing? Do you live through others? Do you give up your time to do for them what you should be doing for yourself? The reversed mother suggests that these things, the blockage of course, well done with love, are still aspects of a controlling mother because they can prevent others from standing on their own 2 feet, resolving their own conflicts, and becoming independent. Moreover, they are tasks performed to the detriment of nurturing self. Often, the very advice given to others is not adhered to by the person giving it because they are perpetually in service to others and neglect themselves. If this card appears as a blockage, it symbolizes a situation that you need to step away from, or a relationship where you are exerting undue control or influence. Let go of your need to control or to be needed and ask yourself why you are compelled to behave in this manner. Sit back, put your feet up, and relax. Allow those around you to sort out their own dramas and pick up their own dirty laundry for a change, or they'll never learn how and always expect it to be done for them. Have a wonderful day. Sending so much love.